The Springs Preserve is considered the birthplace of Las Vegas, and you don't have to travel far to experience it. 13 Action News' Jordan Gartner shows you the adventure and history that awaits just 10 minutes from downtown Las Vegas.
As the Las Vegas Valley continues to evolve and expand, there is a place that is home to where everything started, and that's at the Springs Preserve.
We like to consider the Springs Preserve as the birthplace of Las Vegas. When they talk about Las Vegas being the meadows, these are the meadows.
The preserve is just a 10-minute drive from downtown Las Vegas and is located on Valley View Boulevard near Alta Drive. The 180 acres is dedicated to nature walks and displays along with education and exploration.
So there's a lot of history here. There's also a lot of nature here. We have wild animals out on our trails, nearly 4 miles of hiking trails out there. I always like to describe this place as sort of a day and a half type of facility. There's enough here that you could spend a day and a half to see everything.
The preserve is home to exhibits, desert landscapes, hiking trails, and is a great place for families to learn and enjoy our history without even having to leave town.
There's a lot to see and do. There's a lot to check out. There's a great place to explore. And if you're looking to get out and hike and see a little bit of nature, you don't have to drive outside of town. You don't have to go outside the city limits, 3 miles west of downtown. We're right here in the heart of the city.
Visitors will also notice the greenery that is on display in the botanical garden, something that even us locals can take in and enjoy while learning how to protect our own environment.
We have about 8 acres of botanical gardens. That includes one of the largest cactus and succulent collections in North America. If you need to learn how to plant your yard or your garden in a sustainable way, xeriscape landscaping, this is one of the best places you can come and learn about how to plant your yard and make it beautiful but sustainable at the same time.
The Springs Preserve has something for everyone to explore, whether you're interested in green living, desert life, or the Las Vegas Valley's history inside and out.
We have such a long history of this place being special to people, special to animals. So when you go out and walk along the trails, you can walk under cottonwoods that are over 100 years old. You can walk along the creeks, the creek banks of the North and South Fork of the Las Vegas Creek. You can visit our Cottonwood Grove picnic area. That's where we have flowing water, where we have ponds, where we have threatened and endangered fish species and frogs that we have, that we protect and conserve there. So there's tons of stuff to see, not only on the campus, but also on the natural areas and the trails too.
And the preserve is owned and operated by the Las Vegas Valley Water District, where sustainability and water conservation has always been an important topic, with us calling the Mojave Desert home.
Of course, conservation is at the heart of everything we do here at the Springs Preserve. That's one of the real reasons why we're here, is to teach people how to live sustainably in the Mojave Desert, and also to teach people how to conserve water living in the Mojave Desert. And so that's become a big part of what we do here. We talk about water in all its aspects, whether it's the water coming out of the ground, the water falling out of the sky, or the water rushing down a canyon and our flash flood. There's just all aspects of the natural world and Las Vegas history that we talk about here.
A Boomtown 1905 exhibit is also available to visitors, along with a Changing Origin Museum and a Nevada State Museum.
One of our other really exciting historical offerings is our Boomtown 1905. That's a reconstructed streetscape of what Las Vegas would have looked like when it was originally founded around 1905. And seasonally we have our butterfly house that's open right now. We're in the middle of winter, so the butterflies are sleeping, but we're going to welcome those back in the spring. We're also very lucky that here on site we have the southern branch of the Nevada State Museum. So if you want to learn about the entire span of the history of the state of Nevada, you can go visit the Nevada State Museum on our campus here.
The Springs Preserve is currently open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Monday, with ticket prices starting at around $5 for children. And it's a must visit for all of us who are calling Southern Nevada home.
For the longest time, we were told that we imploded all our history, we tore down all our history, but really in the past, I'd say in the past decade, historic preservation has become such an important part of Las Vegas's identity and an important part of the cultural life of Las Vegas as well.
Reporting, Jordan Gartner, 13 Action News.